aging is inevitable for all of us. However, in the glamorous world of Hollywood, the pressure to maintain a perfect appearance can lead to regrettable decisions. In this video, we reveal the surprising stories behind controversial plastic surgeries of stars who have millions of fans. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on exciting revelations coming soon. Farrah Abraham, reality TV fame, and the cost of excessive plastic surgery. Farrah first came to prominence in 2009 as one of the standout faces on MTV's 16 and Pregnant, and later Teen Mom. With her outspoken personality and controversial statements, she quickly became one of the most recognizable figures on reality TV. In addition to her television career, Farrah has pursued many business ventures, appeared on many other shows, and started experimenting with beauty treatments at a young age. At first, her changes were quite subtle: breast augmentation, nose job, chin implant, all of which she openly shared in interviews. She said these interventions helped her feel more confident in front of the camera. However, over time, Farrah's beauty journey spiraled out of control, becoming a series of dramatic and controversial changes that were frequently shared on social media and featured in the tabloids. Farrah has undergone multiple breast augmentations, lip injections, cheek fillers, and other facial modifications. She even live-streamed a lip implant procedure that caused a stir in 2015 when her lips became abnormally swollen, forcing her to be rushed to the hospital. Footage of the incident quickly went viral and is considered one of the most shocking plastic surgery disasters in reality television history. Farrah's ever-changing appearance has sparked much public debate. Some fans believe she has the right to control her body, while others believe she has gone too far, losing the natural beauty that made her famous. Farrah herself has admitted that she views plastic surgery as a way to express herself, although the results have not always been as expected. In addition to the changes to her face, she is also said to have undergone body contouring and buttock augmentation, which have changed her figure significantly over time. Each new edit seems to distance her from her original image and overshadow her professional achievements. Today, Farrah remains a controversial figure. On the one hand, continuing to undergo cosmetic interventions, on the other hand, becoming a typical example of the public risks of pursuing perfect beauty. Her story is a warning to those who are on the thin line between confidence and excess, where the desire for perfection can sometimes lead to regrets that cannot be hidden. Barry Manilow. His voice is timeless, but his face is. Barry Manilow, the legendary singer-songwriter behind hits like Mandy, Copacabana, and Can't Smile Without You, has had a musical career that spans more than 5 decades. Known for his smooth voice, charismatic performance, and warm smile, Barry has built a loyal fan base who love both his talent and his charming, approachable appearance. Over time, however, people have begun to notice noticeable changes in his face, which have led many to question whether he may have undergone cosmetic surgery. Once beloved for his natural maturity and genuine expressions, Barry has emerged with a different face. His skin is smoother, his jawline is more defined, and his forehead and eyes appear less mobile than before. These changes have led to speculation that he may have undergone cosmetic procedures such as facelifts, eyelid surgery, and Botox injections. Although he has largely kept quiet, Barry has admitted to having had rhinoplasty following an accident in 2003, and has even joked that it has made him look younger. Although he has tried to keep the focus on his music, the talk about his appearance has sometimes overshadowed his artistic career. Public opinion has also been divided. Some have praised him for maintaining his youthful appearance despite being in his 70s, while others have lamented his natural charm. By the 2010s, Barry's appearance had become a regular topic of discussion in the tabloids and on social media. His wrinkle-free skin was even more striking when compared to the signs of aging on his hands and neck, fueling suspicions of surgery. But despite all the scrutiny, Barry has maintained his grace, dedication, and stage presence. His voice, the voice that made him famous, still resonates with emotion and touches the hearts of audiences. Barry Manilow's story is a reminder that in Hollywood, the pressure to maintain youth is inevitable, even for those whose talent far exceeds their appearance. He is a typical image of the struggle between the desire to maintain an image and accepting the natural laws of time. Linda Evangelista, from supermodel icon to cautionary tale. Linda was one of the most prominent supermodels of the late 1980s and 1990s. She appeared on the covers of countless prestigious fashion magazines and walked the runways of the world's top designers. With her sharp beauty, confident demeanor, and ability to transform her image from photo shoot to photo shoot, Linda quickly became an icon of the era. Her famous quote, "I don't get out of bed for less than $10,000 a day," further cemented her as a paragon of elegance and class. But in the mid-2010s, her life took a dark and painful turn. In search of a non-invasive solution to maintaining her youthful appearance, Linda tried cryotherapy, a fat-freezing procedure that was promoted as a safe alternative to liposuction. She hoped that the excess fat would be reduced gently without the need for recovery. However, instead of helping her body slim down, she experienced a rare side effect called paradoxical adipose hyperplasia, PAH, which caused the treated fat cells to swell abnormally instead of shrinking. Her face and body began to deform. Stubborn tumors appeared in the areas she had wanted to improve. Linda underwent many corrective surgeries, but the damage was irreversible. For nearly 5 years, she disappeared from the public eye, away from cameras and events. The woman once considered one of the most beautiful faces in the world now felt like she was no longer herself. In 2021, Linda broke her silence with an Instagram post, sharing her pain and the reason she withdrew from the fashion industry. This frankness and courage shocked the world, sparking debate about the risks of modern beauty procedures. She later filed a lawsuit against the company behind Cool Sculpting, alleging that they failed to adequately warn of the risks. The case was settled, and since then, Linda has been speaking out, appearing in interviews and photo shoots, not to flaunt her beauty, but to spread a message of courage and truth in the beauty industry. Today, Linda Evangelista is not just a fashion icon, but also a cautionary tale. Her story highlights that even methods advertised as safe can have serious consequences. A stark reminder that beauty should be approached with caution, and that a person's worth cannot be measured by what they look like in the mirror. Anya. Amanda Lepore, Living Doll. Amanda Lepore is one of the most recognizable faces in the New York fashion and nightlife scene. Not because of her natural looks, but because she has spent decades cultivating an image that defies conventional beauty standards. Born in 1967 in New Jersey, Amanda began her transgender journey as a teenager and experimented with plastic surgery early on in her quest to become the ideal woman she envisioned. Her journey began with gender reassignment surgery, followed by breast augmentation to create an exaggerated hourglass figure. Over time, she underwent rhinoplasty, brow lifts, fillers, and other facial contouring procedures. Her most notable feature is probably her lips, which have been altered to be overly full, giving her a cartoon doll smile, an image that has become her personal trademark. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, Amanda continued to push the boundaries of plastic surgery. Cheek implants, multiple facelifts, and intensive skin treatments all contributed to a look that was both sexy and decidedly artificial. To some, she was a bold work of living art. To others, she was a cautionary tale of excess. Amanda has never been shy about her decisions. In interviews, she has stated that her surgeries are part of her identity and personal brand. She has said that she wanted to look like a cross between Marilyn Monroe and a blow-up doll, and by her own admission, she has achieved it. However, the change has come at a high price. Over time, the procedures have left her face stiff and her features exaggerated, to the point that some observers have called it one of the most extreme cosmetic transformations in celebrity culture. Despite this, Amanda has used her image to build a career as a model, a performer, and an inspiration for photographers such as David LaChapelle. Her looks, whether loved or criticized, have made her an icon of club culture and a recurring figure in discussions about beauty, self-expression, and body ownership. Amanda Leopold's story blurs the lines between personal freedom and public display. To some, she is proof that beauty is whatever you want it to be. To others, she is a living warning about the irreversible consequences of pursuing an ideal too extreme. No matter how you feel, one thing is undeniable. She is an unforgettable image, both before and after. Janice Dickinson, from supermodel pioneer to plastic surgery survivor. Janice is often called the world's first supermodel, a title she proudly claimed after dominating the fashion industry in the 1970s and 1980s. With her sharp features, bold personality, and radiant confidence, Janice broke all boundaries, collaborating with top brands and appearing on the covers of Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, and a host of other prestigious fashion magazines. At her peak, she was the picture of natural beauty, radiant skin, high cheekbones, and a charismatic demeanor. But over time, like many other Hollywood celebrities, Janice began to feel the pressure to maintain her youthful appearance. She openly underwent plastic surgery at a fairly early age, including breast augmentation, facelifts, Botox, and lip fillers. At first, the changes were relatively subtle, but over the years, repeated cosmetic procedures have dramatically altered her appearance. Her once expressive and natural face has become gaunt, her lips fuller, her features carefully shaped, but also less natural. Janice makes no secret of this. She has openly shared in interviews that she has tried everything and has often regretted going too far. She describes plastic surgery as both a tool to regain confidence and a dangerous cycle that is difficult to escape once entered. By the 2000s, her changing face had led many tabloids to list her as one of the most prominent cosmetic disasters, with before-after comparison photos widely circulated. Janice Dickinson has also faced health issues, including a breast cancer diagnosis in 2016. She says that her treatment, combined with the effects of previous cosmetic surgeries, has made her rethink her relationship with herself, beauty, and aging. While she hasn't completely given up on plastic surgery, Janice admits to being more conservative and focusing on her health, rather than pursuing an unrealistic youthful image. Today, Janice Dickinson remains a strong woman who isn't afraid to speak out. She continues to model, appear on reality television, and speak out publicly about unrealistic beauty standards in the entertainment industry. Her journey is a complex cautionary tale, one of empowerment, honesty, and the unintended consequences of cosmetic surgery abuse. For fans who loved Janice at her peak, the transformation is both surprising and a reminder that in the world of fashion, time is unforgiving. And when we chase an image that can't be held, the very essence that made her an icon can fade. Terry Hatcher, from natural beauty to public battle over her looks. Terry Hatcher was one of the most beloved faces on television in the 1990s and 2000s. She won over audiences with her witty, charming Lois Lane in the series Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, and later as Susan Mayer in the hit series Desperate Housewives. With her expressive eyes, radiant smile, and girl-next-door demeanor, Terry was once considered a symbol of natural, timeless beauty. However, as Hollywood's strict beauty standards became more dominant, her changing appearance began to attract attention. In the late 2000s, Terry appeared with smoother skin, fuller cheekbones, and a sharper jawline. This led many to believe that she had used Botox, dermal fillers, or even minor cosmetic procedures. Instead of avoiding it, Terry did something few people would dare to do: confront the rumors publicly. In 2010, she posted a series of makeup-free selfies on Facebook, capturing every angle of her face, even frowning to prove that she had not used Botox. She shared that she had tried a few non-invasive treatments but ultimately preferred a natural approach and wanted to embrace aging gracefully. However, public opinion was divided. Many praised her frankness and courage, but there were also many who said that her face had changed. Her face, once famous for its rich expressions, seemed, according to some, to be less expressive in recent appearances. Terry also admitted to using Botox and fillers to a mild extent, but she stopped when she felt that it took away the naturalness of her expressions. Since then, she has become a vocal critic of the intense pressure women in the entertainment industry face to maintain a youthful appearance, calling it an unrealistic and exhausting standard. Today, Terry continues to work in television and film, focusing more on her career and personal passions than on the pursuit of an ageless image. While her story is not an extreme example of plastic surgery, it is a stark reflection of the pressures that come with being in the spotlight, where even small changes can spark huge debates about beauty, aging, and authenticity. Sylvester Stallone. From action hero to icon, the story has changed. Stallone built his career and legend on the image of resilience, muscle, and strong masculinity. He became globally famous for his roles in the Rocky and Rambo series, with a rugged look that has become a signature on-screen symbol. Stallone's face once told a story of determination, hardship, and triumph, an image that helped him become the embodiment of classic masculinity in the 1970s and 1980s. However, over time, the pressure to maintain a youthful appearance in the entertainment industry and the strict physical requirements of action roles pushed him to seek cosmetic surgery. Starting in the early 2000s, fans noticed a noticeable change in his face. His skin became smoother and firmer, his wrinkles were noticeably reduced, his eyebrows were lifted, his jawline was sharper, and his cheeks became fuller. These changes led many to believe that Stallone had undergone facelifts, Botox, and fillers to maintain his youthful appearance. However, the results of these changes have received mixed reactions. Some believe that these procedures have allowed Stallone to maintain a strong on-screen presence well into his 60s and 70s. On the other hand, many believe that his natural, rugged, and approachable appearance has been replaced by a somewhat artificial look that has diminished the authenticity that was so central to his Rocky Balboa persona. Stallone rarely addresses rumors about plastic surgery directly, although he has admitted to having undergone some reconstructive surgery in the past. As a young man, he underwent surgery to repair nerve damage to his face due to complications during birth, which caused him to stutter and have an uneven smile. He otherwise keeps quiet about the rumors, leaving the press and fans to speculate. In recent years, Stallone's face has continued to be a source of controversy. Some have suggested that he has turned to modern, non-invasive treatments instead of major surgery, while others believe that he has undergone multiple facelifts. Notably, the The contrast between the youthful, firm skin on his face and the obvious signs of aging on his hands and neck has fueled debate about his appearance. Today, Sylvester Stallone remains active in the film and television industry, taking on new projects and proving that his career is far from over. However, his transformation journey is a poignant reminder that even the toughest and most powerful action icons cannot escape the pressures of time and the spotlight. Sometimes, in order to preserve their legacy and image, they have to sacrifice the very look that made them famous. Shania Twain, from Queen of Country Music to a different kind of spotlight. Shania Twain, a Canadian country pop superstar, rose to fame in the 1990s with a string of classic hits like Man, I Feel Like a Woman, You're Still the One, and That Don't Impress Me Much. Her soulful voice, captivating stage presence, and natural beauty have made her one of the most beloved artists of her time. With her fair skin, radiant eyes, and girl-next-door demeanor, Shania was once considered a symbol of natural and timeless beauty. However, in recent years, her changing appearance has sparked much speculation. Fans have noticed that her face is smoother, firmer, and less wrinkled than her age. Her cheeks are fuller, her lips are more defined, and her jawline is sharper, leading many to suspect that she has used fillers, Botox, or cosmetic procedures. Shania has denied having had a traditional facelift and has said her youthful appearance comes from a healthy lifestyle, makeup techniques, and non-invasive treatments. However, comparisons of photos from early in her career and recent appearances have divided the public. Some have praised her for maintaining her beauty in an industry that values youth, while others have argued that over-the-top treatments have taken away her natural softness. Things get even more complicated when you consider Shania's health journey. In the early 2000s, she contracted Lyme disease, which severely damaged her vocal cords, forcing her to take a break from singing for several years, and undergo multiple neck surgeries to restore her voice. These changes may have contributed to her physical transformation. When she re-emerged in the late 2010s with new music and a Las Vegas show, fans couldn't help but notice the dramatic change in her face. Some believe she has gone too far, while others believe she is still as attractive as ever, just in a different way. Shania herself has always emphasized confidence and change, encouraging her fans to embrace change rather than fear it. While her transformation may not fall into the category of cosmetic disasters, it is a prime example of how celebrities' appearances are constantly scrutinized, analyzed, and commented upon. Whether the change comes from surgery, age, or a combination of factors, one thing remains the same. Shania Twain continues to attract attention, proving that despite the controversy, her star power has never dimmed. Goldie Hawn, America's Sunshine Girl and the Price of Staying Young. Goldie Hawn has been a Hollywood icon for more than 5 decades, bursting onto the scene in the late 1960s with her bubbly personality, infectious laugh, and signature blonde locks. She quickly became a household name through memorable roles in films from Laugh-In to hits like Private Benjamin and Overboard, embodying a youthful, carefree beauty that seemed to never age. Over the years, however, that youthful image has become both a blessing and a burden for Goldie. Known for her radiant smile and expressive eyes, she has not been immune to the intense pressures that many women in Hollywood face. The expectation to maintain a youthful appearance despite their age. By the 2000s, Goldie's face began to make headlines. Fans have noticed that her cheeks are fuller, her lips are fuller, and her skin is unusually smooth for her age, leading to speculation that she has had fillers, Botox, and possibly a facelift. While Goldie has never fully confirmed these rumors, she has admitted to trying Botox, but has maintained that she prefers a natural approach to aging. However, many critics have noted that some of her cosmetic choices have taken away the softness and natural expression that is so characteristic of her charm. When comparing her early career to her more recent appearances, Goldie's skin appears firmer and smoother, and there is less movement around her eyes and mouth. These changes have been met with mixed reactions from the public. Some supporters have argued that Goldie still exudes a playful, charming presence, and that her beauty is undeniable. On the contrary, critics have argued that her excessive cosmetic intervention has left her looking unnatural, and that she looks like a typical Hollywood model of overdone plastic surgery. Despite this, Goldie has no regrets about her decision and continues to enjoy life with the same abundant energy as before. She has always been open about prioritizing health, meditation, and positive thinking, claiming that happiness is her real beauty secret. However, every time she steps on the red carpet or appears in paparazzi photos, her changing appearance is still a topic of discussion. Goldie Hawn's journey is a testament to both the allure and the pitfalls of Hollywood's beauty obsession. Although she no longer resembles the youthful star that America once loved, her spirit and warmth remain, proving that there is beauty that is timeless and cannot be changed no matter what the face reflects. Jane Fonda, Hollywood royalty, and the high price of timeless beauty. Jane Fonda has been a Hollywood icon for more than 6 decades, an Oscar-winning actress, fitness guru, political activist, and a symbol of grace and elegance. From her role as Barbarella in the 1960s to her critically acclaimed performances in Clute, Coming Home, and later Grace and Frankie, Fonda's beauty and talent have made her one of the most enduring figures in the entertainment industry. But as she has aged under the glare of Hollywood, Jane has made no secret of her decision to undergo plastic surgery to maintain her youthful appearance. Over the years, she has undergone multiple facelifts, eyelid surgery, and neck lifts, as well as the usual Botox and filler treatments. The results have sometimes been dramatic, making her look decades younger than her actual age. However, they have also attracted criticism and controversy. In candid interviews, Jane has admitted to having plastic surgery, and has even expressed regret over some of it. She says she doesn't like looking worn out, and doesn't want to appear as if she's trying too hard to fight the passage of time. However, she has acknowledged the immense pressure she feels to look youthful in an industry where dehumanization is rampant, especially for women. By the late 2000s, her face appeared noticeably slimmer, with fewer natural wrinkles and smoother, which many attribute to multiple cosmetic procedures. While she remains undeniably beautiful, some fans have suggested that this has altered her natural expression somewhat, diminishing the warmth and friendliness that once made her so approachable on screen. In recent years, Fonda has changed her stance. She has vowed to avoid plastic surgery, saying that she now wants to age gracefully. In her new work, she maintains her radiant appearance through makeup, skincare, and a disciplined lifestyle. But she has been open about the importance of self-acceptance and resisting the endless pursuit of youth. Jane Fonda's transformation isn't the most extreme in Hollywood, but it's one of the most openly discussed. Her honesty about her treatments and reflections on the pressures behind them have made her both a cautionary tale and a source of inspiration. In her words, "Beauty may fade, but purpose, joy, and passion can sustain the truly radiant." Carrot Top. From a red-headed comedian to a dramatic transformation, Carrot Top, born Scott Thompson, rose to fame in the 1990s as an eccentric stand-up comedian, known for his fiery red hair and energetic performances. His tall, lanky frame and freckled face were part of his signature look. However, by the mid-2000s, fans noticed a dramatic change. Carrot Top's body became more toned, and his face looked smoother and more defined. Many pointed out signs of Botox, fillers, and other cosmetic treatments. His cheeks looked fuller, and his skin had a glossy, almost artificial sheen. Carrot Top has denied having had plastic surgery, saying his new look was due to intense exercise, sunbathing, and a healthy lifestyle. However, the stark difference from his past has sparked rumors and mixed opinions. Some fans admire his determination to maintain his popularity, while others believe that his changed appearance overshadows his comedic talent. Despite the speculation, Carrot Top continues to perform regularly in Las Vegas, maintaining his unique image and proving his resilience in the entertainment industry. His transformation shows that in the entertainment industry, image and innovation are just as important as talent, but it is also a reminder that embracing youth and change can come with public scrutiny. Thank you for watching today's video. If you find the content useful, don't forget to like and share. Subscribe to the channel to update the latest videos from us. Any comments, please leave them in the comments section below. See you in the next videos.